Hey guys, it's Lynn, and I know it has been forever since I have made a video. I think the last time I made a video was probably around September, and a lot has happened because of classes and school. I just didn't have time to make videos because I was getting home late and studying and finals, and it's just a lot. So I wasn't making any videos this semester, but I am back now, and don't you worry guys, because I will be making a lot more videos, and especially next semester I will be moving on campus, so I will definitely have more free time to make more videos, so stay tuned for that. If you guys are still following me, I'm so sorry that it's taking me forever. It's just that, and I haven't bought a lot of books recently, and I haven't been reading a lot of books in the last couple of months, so there wasn't a lot for me to talk about, and I didn't want my content to be boring, so I kind of just took a little hiatus. But I am back now, and this video is going to be my top 15 books that I read in 2015, and these books are just basically on books that I read in 2015. It doesn't necessarily mean that they were released in 2015, it just means that I read them in 2015, and that's why I'm rating them this way. So a lot of these books are not going to be the physical copy because I read a lot of books on ebook, and I tend to read them a lot faster in ebook form, and they're cheaper when I get them on ebook, so a lot of these will just be like a display picture of them and not the actual physical copy, so bear with me for that because I have read a lot of ebooks, and if they were all in paper copy, I would need another bookshelf for them. I have already rated them and ranked them, so I'm just going to start from number 15 and work my way to number 1. So number 15 is the Beautiful Bastard series by Christina Lauren, and Christina Lauren, I believe, is two people, and Beautiful Bastard was actually Twilight fan fiction, and that's how it started off. So the first book is based on two characters. They're two people that work in an office. I believe she's his secretary, and they're like really tumultuous relationship at the beginning, and then it like gets all better or whatever. And it is a new adult novel, so there's that for you. And there are 3 other books in the series, and I can't remember the names right now, but I really like the series, even though it started off as a Twilight fanfiction. Once you get to reading the rest of the books, you kind of forget that it is, because they did create other characters and all that. Number 15 is another ebook series that I read, which is Full Measures by Rebecca Yarros. There are 3 books so far, and they are all companion novels, and they're all like pilots in the Air Force, and they find love, and it's cute. I'm not giving very good descriptions of these books, but trust me guys, just check them out and see if you guys are interested. It is also another new adult series. The next book is coming out next year, so I'm really excited about that. Number 13 is a book that just recently came out, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about it, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't one of my favorites, as you can see, since it is number 13, but she is one of my favorite authors, and that is November 9th by Colleen Hoover. This book is set on obviously November 9, and it is basically 2 people that meet on this day for 6 years, and you know Colleen Hoover, she never has a book without a twist. I really enjoyed it. It's obviously not one of my favorite Colleen Hoover books, but I still really enjoyed it, and Colleen Hoover, she never disappoints. Number 12 is another ebook, and it is Stinger by Mia Sheridan. All of her books are in ebook format, and this book is about a guy and a girl who are both in Las Vegas, I believe, and they're both there for like different conferences. She's there for like law, and he's there for adult entertainment, and they like meet at a bar. It doesn't go well, and then they like get stuck on the elevator, and then stuff happens. Like a lot of stuff happens after that. It's also another new adult book, but Mia Sheridan's books are so much deeper than the premise, and they're just so great. So if you guys haven't checked out Mia Sheridan and you like new adult books, you should check out this, because she has a lot of books out, and they're all really great. Number 11 is a lot of people's favorite books, and I read this in 2015 obviously, and I was kind of late in the game, but I really love this author, and I really love this book, and that is Fangirl by Rowell. Fangirl is about a girl named Kath who is starting her first year in college, and she writes fan fiction, and it's just basically kind of her navigating college and her awkwardness, and it's just really relatable to those of us who are not that socially out there, and it's just a really like realistic depiction of college. Number 10 is another Colleen Hoover book, and I really enjoyed it as well. It wasn't my favorite again, but it was really nice, and that is Confess by Colleen Hoover. This is about a girl named Auburn and a guy named Owen, and they meet at his like art studio, and it just goes from there. And of course there's twists in it because it's Colleen Hoover, and it's just a really great book, so I recommend you guys check it out. So number 9 is another book that many of you have heard of, and it wasn't released in 2015, so I'm really late to the game, and that is Attachments by Rowell. This one was such a cute book. It is about a guy in 1999, so right before the new millennia. He is instructed to like read The Office work chats or whatever, and he comes across this girl and her friends' conversations in the workplace, and he like falls in love with one of the girls, and it's kind of weird, but it's really cute too, and I really loved it, and the format is kind of different, so I really enjoyed this book. Number 8 is another Mia Sheridan ebook, and that is Graysons Val, and it is about a girl who needs to get married to get like her money from her trust fund, I believe, and she meets this guy named Grayson, and she like proposes marriage so he can save his winery, and he can get her trust fund because she needs it because her dad's a bad guy. And I am terrible at describing books, I just realized that now, but it is also another new adult book, and it is so cute, it is so great, so you guys really need to check out Mia Sheridan because her books are phenomenal. Number 7 is a book that I just recently read, and I cannot get over it, and it is Misconduct by Penelope Douglas. This is another ebook that I read, obviously. It is about a girl who is a teacher, and she's starting her first year being a teacher, and she meets this guy at like a charity event, I believe. They hit it off, but it's like a masquerade, and so after that she goes back and she has her open house for her class, and turns out that the guy that she met at this charity ball is actually one of her students' father. I can't explain it well, but I will leave all the Goodreads descriptions down below for all of these books. Number 6 is again another ebook, and this is one of my favorite authors, and that is One Tiny Lie by K.A. Tucker. This is a second book in a 4-book companion novel series, and it is about a girl named Liv who goes off to college. She meets a guy there, actually 2 guys, and one of them she is attracted to, but she doesn't want to be attracted to him, and he's kind of unattainable. And there's another guy that likes her, and she likes him back, and these 2 guys are best friends, and so it goes from there. Of course it has twists in it, and it has a deeper meaning to it, because I wouldn't be reading new adult books if they don't have other things besides sex in them. Just letting you guys know. Number 5 is a book that I recently read, I think like a couple of months ago, and it is so great, and it is The Air He Breathes by Brittainy C. Cherry. And Brittainy C. Cherry, her writing is phenomenal. It is about a girl who has just recently lost somebody dear to her, and a guy who has also lost somebody who is dear to him, and it's both of them who are trying to come to terms with their losses, and they find each other. It's pretty dark, so it's kind of sad, but it's also cute as well. Number 4 is a series that I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about, and I've already talked about these books a lot on my channel, and that is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I read the first book at the end of May, I believe, and I loved it. I've only read the first 2 books right now. I know, guys, please do not kill me, and I just can't wait to read the rest of the books because her series is like amazing. And I'm not too big on fantasy books, but this one has made me want to read more fantasy books. And number 3 is a series. It is a long series. It is 9 books, and they are so great, and that is the Addicted series by Krista and Ritchie. And it involves 6 people, 3 couples, and they're all so amazing. The first book is about Lo and Lily. She has a sex addiction and he's an alcoholic, and after that it goes from there, and you guys should really check them out because these couples are amazing and I love their stories, and all these books are so great. Number 2 is a book that just recently came out, and it's probably why it's so high up there on my list because it's still fresh in my memory, and that is Winter by Marissa Meyer. And you know how a lot of ending books are really, they don't meet up to your expectations? Well, Winter meets your expectations and beyond. It is that great. If you guys haven't checked out the Lunar Chronicles, you should, because this series is great. It is like, all of them are basically fairy tale retellings with a sci-fi twist, and they are so cute, and it's fast paced and it's cute, and even when there's like bad things happening to these characters, you don't feel too sad about it because Marissa Meyer just has that type of writing style that makes you feel hopeful because they are fairy tale retellings. So there's that. And number 1 for my top 15 books in 2015, I'm sure you guys already know what it is because I have raved about it ever since I finished reading it, and that is the Bronze Horseman trilogy by Paullina Simons. This book is, they're so great, and the other 2 books are phenomenal as well. And it is basically a historical fiction novel set in World War II in Russia, and it's based on Tatiana and Alexander's love story, and it's way more than love because it shows the war and the turmoils and everything that this family has to go through and these hardships, and it's really heart-wrenching and really heartbreaking, but it's still so cute. And since it's winter, like, I kind of want to read this again because it's kind of a book that you want to read in the winter, and it's just great. These books are so great. So those are my top 15 books that I read in 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that my descriptions of some of these books were terrible because I suck at giving descriptions, but I will leave the links to all of these books down below if you guys want to check them out and read the synopsis for all of these instead of my terrible description of them. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and welcome. I just want to say hello again, and I'm glad to be back to BookTube because it has been a long while. This is Novelty Lynn saying goodbye, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.